everyone, it's Morphin Mania time. I am Captain Logan. It's day 52. Hey guys, it's the new 52. And look, it's Eric.
Hi.
And also DJ.
Hello.
And rounding out the quartet, it's Jeffrey Patron.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Tonight, we are tackling Wild West Rangers, the second time travel episode in as many days, basically. Actually, that's not really true, because yesterday's episode was not time travel, but they did it right away, almost. Really quick after the last time they did it. They're like, oh, that was fun! And I guess we know where there are some sets where we can go there and shoot things from the past. So that's what they do here. This is a fun one. I'm looking forward to this. And then after this two-parter tonight, we are also going to tackle Blue Ranger Gone Bad, which is the final episode of season 2.
Wow.
We are getting done with this. So the very next time we meet will be the Masked Rider episodes of season 3.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. What am I talking about? We have some extra things to do in between. So we're doing the movie. That's coming soon, and there's a couple of other, as we talked about last time. There's the Christmas episode, and there's some other things that we need to do to get season 2 done before, and things around season 2, and then we'll get to season 3, and soon the 4-part Ninja Quest, which we've done before actually.
Yeah, we have.
But anyway, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna make a prediction that this last episode is going to give us a tally in the Bad Rangers column.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make a bet on that. I think there's a really good chance you're right.
$1,000 on the table right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably right. So I'm not gonna take that bet. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it, everybody. If you're watching it after the fact, make sure to go to your DVDs or your Blu-rays. They still haven't done that. I don't know what the point would be. Or your Netflix.
For everything else.
Yeah. Cartoons. It's just, if you release it on another format, maybe put 1 or 2 other special features on it, maybe somebody will buy it. Anyway, get ready to press play when I say now. Yeah, what's up, DJ?
He said he will.
I said I will.
Yeah, because DJ's crazy. And then he'll put it in a different place on his shelf from all the other Power Ranger sets so that it's color matching.
I'm okay with myself. I'm not insecure.
I can't.
What does your shirt mean?
Oh, it's a free running team. It means
okay.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was like a comic book word, like Farang.
Sure.
I thought it was like Farang and the under would be like E.
He's not going to get that joke. He doesn't know anything about Star Trek.
I know what a Ferengi is. You hold your tongue.
What? Every time I've said anything about Star Trek, you've had this blank expression, this like glazed over. Like I said things about the Borg, and you didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't figure Ferengi had any idea.
No, I don't know what it is. I've only heard you talk about it on the channel.
He bluffed that really well, though. All right. And if you're watching live, we've got 3 people watching live right now. Thanks for showing up, guys. Click on the link in the description. At the moment, it's late. I guess that's true. And some more folks will probably shuffle in. Make sure and look at the link in the description for the Rabbit Room, and you'll see exactly what we're looking at. Let's get started right away. Here we go. It's episode 50 of season 2. Everybody press play right now.
So I was thinking while I was in my car, this is a season 1 discussion, but I didn't think about it. I was thinking on my way home today after work. So Trini's all about like environmentalism, right? Like that's her character trait, environmentalism and fear of heights.
The thing she has, yeah.
So they drive around in Zords, which do not seem to emit any fumes of any kind. One might think maybe a clean power source. Never once did she attempt to like use it in cars and market that and save the Earth entirely.
You think at least there would be well, you wouldn't actually think this, but maybe there would be a conversation she'd have with Zordon where she'd be like, look, I know we're not supposed to use our powers for anything but fighting giant monsters, but maybe we should introduce this to the culture.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's like, no, it's like Prometheus and fire.
Maybe when we just switch to cars, to the turbo cars, maybe we could use the unlimited power source of the Zeo crystals to, I don't know, power the planet.
I gotta say, those explosions
clean energy
do not look like they would be environmentally friendly to me.
Yeah, but those were the only explosions happening.
Did we already do a thing where somebody loves a cactus? Oh no, I've seen this episode recently.
Oh, really?
Outside of Morphin Mania. So I'm just gonna keep seeing things and be like, did we see this already? Okay, you guys are at the juice bar all the time. They don't know what's on the menu. They gotta look at a menu.
Wait, where did you get that? It's extremely rare. Where did you find that?
Jurassic Park.
She looks like she just woke up. Her hair is a mess.
Wow.
Well, stylists cost money.
That's true, but like
Money they don't have.
women look great when their hair's messy. I'm not even complaining. I'm just saying.
It's probably like the 6th episode they've shot today. It's like 8
How
o'clock.
did no one notice that disappear? I would not have done that in a backup shot.
They were all looking at Tommy Gibson.
Rocky was looking right past it, just past it.
Yeah, but he's Rocky.
He's
nothing going on between his ears.
He's a total doll. He's still thinking about pachinko. Rocky. So they had a built-in excuse where they've got him staring at a menu forever. Just keep him in the menu when it disappears.
This is that like half shirt that Jeff was all like up in arms about.
What was Jeff's whole thing about girls with midriffs? He just would not get off. He's like, put some clothes on. It's really funny.
That's a thing that I see almost exclusively in television and movies. I don't see a lot of women walking around with like midriff bearing tops, but I see it constantly in TV.
Oh,
like even still with like 90s TV.
Even into the 2000s. Even now, I think a little bit, but not as much.
I do in Georgia. There's tons of people that dress like that in Georgia.
I was going to say,
interesting.
When we were dating, my wife
well, it's
did.
hot.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been in Florida.
When we were dating, my wife did.
Interesting.
And it's not hot here.
Interesting.
I mean, not all the time, but she had a couple shirts like that.
Sure.
I kind of miss it, honestly. I thought it was cute. When Jeff was making a big deal out of that, I was like, okay.
I'd like to establish something. This Jeff is not a prude. And I approve that message.
Different Jeff we're talking about.
Yes. Jeffrey Patron is not my stepdad. He spells his name differently, and he's not the Jeffrey, although I could start calling him the Jeffrey.
Shut up, son.
Or the Patron.
The original patron.
God, it's just a huge problem throughout the universe. Just these time holes just open up and drop people into other times. We have no control over it.
Yeah, and this time it's not the what was his
name? Am I
name?
outside of Angel Grove? Did it teleport me right outside Angel Grove?
She's like, I recognize these mountains. But no, what was it? The something of deception?
The Wizard of
Deception. Wizard of Deception.
Well, is the sun behind you or in front of you?
Wait a minute.
Okay, you gotta count these, DJ.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And you counted these same characters doing this before.
I feel a disturbance.
Yes, we did it immediately here, and we're already doing their theme music, which we didn't do when they were in the 1700s.
But they have now become, their ancestors now become friends, and
man, he has like a straight 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, and an eye patch.
Hey, no, Cap, if this holds up with the earlier theory, these are the ancestors of those two after they became friends.
Yes. And I still say the
descendants of
the descendants. And I still say that the Tommy we left behind must be the ancestor of the White Stranger who we'll see in this episode.
That's a weird time thing.
Yeah.
Tommy creates himself.
Yeah. But he would have it looks just like him.
I like the idea of like two families becoming close and just always being close.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, we met their parents and they don't seem close.
Well, there was you don't know about the 18th century where they split back up.
The Hatfields and McCoy did.
About to make that joke. But in this episode, we're gonna have everything exactly the same. Like, look, they're not supposed. I've mentioned this before. They're supposed to be from Stone Canyon.
And they're in Angel Grove. Maybe they moved.
And then they came back.
My goodness.
Is that music?
It's Ric Flair.
No, I think that's public domain.
Okay.
Man, I take back everything I've ever said about Jason David Frank's acting with that southern accent there.
What, that you thought it was good, but now you've decided it's not?
No, he's saying now he knows it's great.
Oh, it was like a joke.
Wait, why
so
does
he's
he have
got
a
a
green
white hat with a green thing around? Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah, yeah. He's the white stranger.
Oh, he brought the joke guns. Oh no!
If they'd known the future, he'd be wearing red boots and he'd have like a black cape.
That could have got dark real fast because if they hadn't brought the wrong guns, Tommy would be dead. Also, what kind of white stranger is he? He's not even hiding his face.
He's a stranger in that he don't belong in these parts.
I mean, I guess most of Clint Eastwood's characters just kind of roll into town and don't really.
She faints again.
She faints whenever she sees Tommy, but doesn't expect Tommy. Every time. You know, the midriff thing with... I'm still talking about this.
Does April faint in Trolls 3?
She faints in...
When she sees Casey.
Casey,
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't remember. She faints in the cartoon show.
And she...
Do we do it in the movie?
She doesn't faint. She gets knocked out by the ninjas, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
She wakes up in the lair.
Billy looks so much older.
Without the glasses.
The glasses and the hair is just like, whoa. He's a...
Yeah, DJ has a theory that the last 6 or 7 episodes here were shot after the movie was shot. Because we had that stuff in Australia, and that was apparently shot when we shot the movie. So this stuff would have to be shot after that if they were shooting in sequence.
Well, they could be out of sequence, but David Yost always says that when they were shooting the movie is when he decided to stop wearing the glasses.
And ever since the Australia stuff, he hasn't had them.
Interesting.
Look, that's Rocco.
So I guess
this is not modern life because
I got to count like all 6 of these.
Yes,
man.
There's Ernie.
Oh, there's more than 6. There's.
Oh, and I think we already saw it, but this is a juice saloon. It's Ernie's juice saloon.
Does that count as an identical handset? Well, it's not identical.
Fun fact.
I think we draw the line at businesses. I'm sorry, what, Jeffrey?
Fun fact: a actual non-alcoholic apple juice didn't become a thing until after Prohibition, because almost all apples became some sort of hard cider, and non-alcoholic apple juice only became a thing when you couldn't produce alcohol. A lot of orchards kind of went into a panic.
Huh.
Didn't know that.
So a juice bar in the Old West is just ridiculous. I mean, I would have guessed that before.
We're real progressive. Well, calling it a juice saloon is the funny part.
Your chances of getting poisoned are probably still as good as any saloon back then, but...
So is everybody here but Kimberly?
Yes. But I think we see her too later, maybe. I forget.
So I'm going to count 5 Rangers plus Bulk and Skull plus Ernie. That's 8.
And then you think about characters that will show up later, like Kat should be here somewhere, right?
Doesn't she show up in season 3 as like she's a new girl, or was she always in Angel Grove?
Well, yeah, but they were from Stone Canyon, okay?
But what you don't know is their family migrated from Angel Grove to Stone Canyon.
Migrated.
Later.
And also she has an Australian accent, to be fair. And no one else has an accent.
Yeah, but don't we get non-Australian Kat in
she's still Australian.
But in the Angel Ranger stuff, isn't she still in America when they flash back, or is it over in Australia?
The Angel Ranger stuff.
So the Alien Ranger stuff.
Oh. I was like, no, is there a season?
No, she's still got an accent.
But is she in America?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So
are you talking about when she goes to Planet Ancestor? No, that's in Australia.
Okay.
Because remember, they go all over the world for that.
Okay.
But when they go back in time, she is hanging out with them like she was there all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, no, that makes no sense.
Oh yeah, we're treating Aisha really nice and Adam's ancestor really nice.
Yeah, we're not concerned about that either.
Aisha is a little more obvious than Adam.
It's true. But back in that time, I feel like if you just look even a little bit different, we just assume things about you.
At the very least, it might be difficult to get a job or something.
At the least, you're Polish. I'm pretty sure. At the very least.
Cap, did
We
you
just have
catch
a real
the
positive view of the past and the present. I'm sorry, what, Jeffrey?
Did you
Not so
catch
much
the super chat? Sorry.
Oh, you know what? Thank you, because I actually have not been looking at the because we didn't have any viewers for a minute. Mr. Roboto, $2 super chat. Didn't a Tommy clone go back in time and live there? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, and about how he is probably the ancestor of the White Stranger. And Eric said that Tommy then begets himself.
Yeah, like Fry.
Just like that. I need to go back to that show. It's been forever since I saw that.
So this is actually the reverse of last time. Last time we sent everyone back in time so we could deal with Tommy. This time we send Kimberly back in time so we can deal with
They're mirroring each other. I bet you if you line up like the shots, it's like a Scott Snyder comic, or not Scott, the Tom King comic, where like the panels are mirroring each other.
Definitely.
Have you done that? But the Omega Man series he did, the panels mirror each other across like starting with issues like it's issue 6, like they mirror backwards.
It's really cool.
So like issue 12 and issue 1 are like exactly the same, and each issue mirrors itself. So the first 10 pages and the back 10 pages they like mirror.
See, this show is way more sophisticated than anybody gives credit for. It's like poetry; it rhymes.
I'm not sure how they line up with a 2-part and a 3-parter, but I'm pretty sure. If you check the science on
Rockman that. Earlier when we were in the juice saloon asked if they gave her wake up juice. That's a Back to the Future reference.
I always like the Bill and Ted one where they go back in time. They're like, dude, he didn't even guard us. We have to remember this place.
Eric, I want to reiterate your point from the last time travel episode, not so long ago.
Yeah.
That production values for wherever they're shooting this backlot or whatever it is, about what you'd expect on any TV thing.
Have you ever been to an Old Westy town?
I have not.
I've not either. But I see them on TV all the time.
Like real ones that are still around?
Yeah. Where like you go there and they put on like a little show and
I'd love to do that. It'd be cool.
I imagine Tombstone is like that.
Yeah, Tombstone probably is like that.
Sure.
And just every tourist rolls up and just starts quoting Doc Holliday. I'm like, yep, we've never heard that one before. So you've never even begun to defile yourself.
Did she just get lucky that they all pretty much have about the same names?
They're family names.
Okay.
It's One-Eye Bulk and Doc Skullovich.
Doc Skullovich!
He couldn't have been like Bulldog or Bulk Dog or something.
Bulk Dog.
Hulk Dogs? What?
Although Bulldogs might not even exist yet.
They should have gone with Bulk Dog. I like One-Eyed Bulk. I'm pretty sure this time he's not a famous person that they're being ambiguous about whether or not it's really that guy.
He's probably not. But he might be Ben Franklin's descendant.
One-Eyed Bulk.
Ben Franklin was known to drink and be merry with the ladies.
Man, we really skipped a generation there. Oh no, not paralyzing spores.
Those aren't spores. They're like needles.
Those are the worst kinds of spores.
We do that a lot in Power Rangers where you can tell that the script expected a prop to look a certain way, but we kept calling it that even though that's not what they made.
So I know this has nothing to do with Power Rangers, but it's taking me a lot of restraint to not just make a lot of these jokes.
One of my friends just calls that game Cowboys.
Pretty much, yeah. Cowboys and Lumbago.
I feel, I've been told that Red Dead Redemption 2 also treats racism the way that this show does. It just doesn't exist.
You just have people of any ethnicity and nobody notices it.
You just run around the Old West.
They're probably still somewhat sexist, though, right?
I think they
there is racism, but like not in the way you think. Like there's KKK people running around that you can just run into in the middle of the night.
But everyone else is just
that just because that's iconography that we associate with that time period?
There's nothing in the main story that you would run into where it's like, and I don't like them colors. but you can probably find things in the game of like one random guy being racist.
Interesting.
Thomas, if you're making a Back to the Future reference, that was over a matter of $80.
You correcting his references?
Yeah, I am. I'm being that guy.
Is California an orange state?
In terms of size, I think it's Alaska.
No.
He's asking if it makes sense that there are oranges there.
Oranges.
Oh, sorry.
The tricky word.
I thought I heard largest.
Oh.
I would think Texas before I would think California.
You should have just let it go and just moved on.
Can't do that. Got to dig myself a hole.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I love the putties dressed up in Western garb.
They're riding horses. That's cool.
This is all fun. I like this episode. I just think it's weird that we did it in such close proximity to the last one like this.
They're having more fun with it than they did with the colonial stuff.
Yeah, and there's not going to be any giant rats running.
And this is also the A plot, or it feels like this is the A plot.
Yeah, we're not cutting back and forth.
Yeah,
as much.
Ha! He has a monocle. A couple of generations out, both eyes will be bad. But
I thought Ben Franklin was the one who made the bifocals.
He just puts it, back and forth.
Franklin.
Thomas says they do have orange trees.
Okay.
Mr. Roboto says it's called Angel Grove, so oranges. There are different kinds of groves, though, right?
I think so. Like, I think we specifically call them orange groves because of those groves. I don't know.
It's really sad when something like Power Rangers shows our ignorance on things.
Well, I'm from Florida, and like there's oranges everywhere. And I know California's a similar climate, so I didn't know if oranges were prevalent there as well.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. We just have wheat and corn in Kansas.
Did you see Zed just do a heel click? If you didn't, I'm sorry. It was amazing.
I didn't see it.
I missed that.
Jumped off the step and just went.
And then the costume immediately shattered.
Zordon, we blew it. I know that, Rangers. I know everything.
I know you'll fail me many more times.
You missed a couple episodes ago, Eric, Lord Zed's amazing racism or sexism.
Yeah. Oh yeah?
Yeah, where he told Rita, I'm sorry for reiterating this for folks that saw this episode already, but I gotta tell Eric this because it's amazing. Where he tells Rita that she's just a girl and so she shouldn't be a villain, and that she's not even, how could she be a great bad guy? She's not even a guy.
That's why we're going to get rid of Scorpina, because Scorpina wouldn't have taken that.
And my question was, well, then why did he send her there to rule the Earth?
They don't remember that. They don't remember that.
That was a weird still to end on.
Goldar
and a giant cactus.
It's a win.
All right.
What a great band name, though.
Goldar and the giant cactus. That's it, Jeffrey. I'm going to learn to play accordion, and then I'll be Goldar, and you can be the giant cactus.
I'll get on my banjo lessons right away.
I mean, do you want to be the cactus, or do you want to be Goldar?
I can live with cactus.
I like how he's thinking about it. Like, he's got to decide. Okay, it's time for the second part of Wild West Rangers, and let's get right into it. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
Money.
Eric, have we talked about who your favorite character is in the original series? Is it Adam overall, or
it is probably Adam? But like, people have called me on that before, where it's not really fair because I like Giant Bosch. I like him in other things for other things.
Okay, but that's all you got to go on, his personality and stuff.
Yeah, so I go Adam or I go Billy.
I don't know. We saw 2 really good Adam episodes in a row.
Yeah, where they actually kind of gave him some stuff to do. And they felt like almost, dare I say, stories.
Yeah, nothing like that lately, though.
If we're talking about characters, Adam or Billy, I mean, I like Green Ranger Tommy. I don't have a strong affinity for White Ranger, which is weird because That was already the rage when I was getting into Power Rangers. He was already White Ranger.
But if you're just talking about character-wise, as soon as he's the White Ranger, he is a completely different character. This is a thing that we're learning doing this series. Zed and Ritaville.
Well, you see, the power changed him, Cap.
What's that? The power changed him.
Yeah, no one was able to do anything. No one being able to do anything without him, that goes straight to his head, and it completely changes him.
Oh, I thought you meant literally like the White Ranger, a bit like powers altered his mind.
Oh no!
There really are times where DJ's joking and you can't tell.
He's genetically different. Well, it's still a joke, just a different joke.
Oh, I thought you just thought you missed an episode where that was explained.
No. I thought you were just saying that, like, oh yeah, the White Ranger power was like unstable. That's why they don't make new coins that often.
I like the American Rita actress. I've always liked her.
Oh, that's a shot.
I didn't even think of it until you mentioned it.
That was a sweet.
I'm not sure why that works.
So in the past, the Zords would still be there, but they wouldn't have thunder power yet, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is West, like Cowboy Putties is much better than the giant rats we had last time.
Yeah.
Now you guys remember the Cowboy Ranger suits we're going to see here in a minute, right? With the tassels.
Yeah.
Not immediately off
white.
So she's going to take the ancestors all to the command center, and Zordon's going to make them Rangers.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So, dumb question. Have we established that Rangers are impervious to bullets? Or are we just not going to touch that?
They don't get shot with normal guns very often.
If at all.
That's what I thought.
But they probably are. I mean, their suits are made of quickening, so I assume that's a Highlander joke. No one got it. It's fine.
I only know what that means because I've heard you say it before.
It's like a Ferengi.
I got it, but it was niche. No, one of the extras was like really giddy about like, yeah, now I'm going to use my guns, and probably got called off. Like, no, you can't actually take them out of your holster.
Oh, that's a good point. The putties have holsters. Yeah, Thomas, that was the question I had. He says, so why can she morph this time, but not in the past last time? Maybe it's time proximity. Maybe like the cutoff is the 1800s, but if you go to the 1700s, or maybe it has something to do with how the time travel happened. Like this is time holes versus the creature that sent us back before.
She got to keep everything that was on her this time. Like she had her communicator, she has her morpher. I think last time the Wizard of Deception or whatever his name was.
Oh, did he take all that stuff?
Wait, One-Eyed Bulk isn't even one-eyed?
Took all that stuff.
Nope, he's not. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So wait, people built that and then took it down, or was that their disguise?
Is someone living in those? In that shack around the command center?
Or is it like a terrible TARDIS?
So Zordon and Alpha are just chilling here for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Just in case.
What are they doing right now?
Dusting.
And Zordon still knows everything, of course.
Yeah, and as always, Zordon's been monitoring the situation, but doesn't bother to do anything. Like, there's not escalating a fight, and then there's just being lazy.
I mean, they were in the middle of watching a Fantasy Island rerun. You can't stop that.
Wait.
Too much.
She just said something that felt like
too much peak energy is dangerous.
She just said something that sounded like mythology, but I'm not sure it's been established for. She says, I know Rita had the green coin before, but what about the other coins? What
do you mean?
Like,
well, we know she had it.
Right. But she says first. I know Rita had the green coin first, but what about the other coin?
Did she say first?
Yeah, she said first.
I don't know what that even means.
But why wouldn't she just assume that Zordon also had the coins in the first place? Like, did she think he spent like hundreds of years making them?
Well, he does say that she'd been holding on to it for a really long time back in Green with Evil.
Okay.
She had it for like a bazillion years.
But I would assume that Zordon also had those for a very long time. Like, I wouldn't even question. I'd just be like, hey, give me the power coins.
Well, sure, yeah, but... Oh, I see what you're saying. Where it's like, Why would she even bring up Rita having the ring is what you're saying. Yeah.
I know that she has a coin. Do you also still have your coins, or do they not exist yet? That's weird.
That is weird. That doesn't make any sense. And that's an attempt at continuity, too. That's weird.
I don't know what a Z is, but I will stand against it.
Aisha has one of the more amusing Wild West accents.
Had we already switched it to Z at this point, or are we still using Z?
They're not Pumpkin Skull. They're the ancestors. Duck Skull and One-Eyed Bulk. Obviously, they're different people.
They're different people. Skull's outfit's pretty cool.
It's Doc Holliday. That's what he's doing.
But it's
it's got yellow stripes down the side.
Which is why he's Doc Skullovich. Yeah, like Han Solo.
Well, he always has those blue pants with red stripes down it. This is just like a older version.
Okay, well, this Bulk and Skull clearly know a lot more than
the drawing of Bulk looks like he's like 14.
Well, he's been wanted for a long time.
Isn't he pretty much practically 14?
I guess so. They're in high school.
Yeah, they're going to be in high school for a couple more years. So yeah.
Do they graduate, or do we just forget about it? Because they're in school in space, kind of.
I thought they graduated. I can't remember.
I love how serious.
Jeffrey, what are you reacting to? I'm sorry, what?
They're in school in space, kind of. I love how straight-faced that comment was made.
Well, he means in the series called In Space.
I know.
It's weird when you say in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That is objectively funny, but unfortunately, I'm so used to talking about Power Rangers, did not even faze me.
I'm a Green Ranger horn. See what I did there? Green horn.
Yep.
But
jokes are always funny when you explain them.
I know, right?
Well, if you don't laugh, he's got really nothing to lose if he explains it.
So I guess if we don't have racist people in the past, we're also being pretty consistent. If nobody reacts to Kimberly's midriff, because they should be, right?
That's true.
They should all be like Jeff.
He's not even here to defend himself.
I was going to make a comment earlier when the women walk around. I was like, see, they're wearing proper attire. But I didn't.
But yeah, I mean, like, if you showed up in 1880 wearing that, people would call you naked.
And they would also ask, what is up with your voice?
Of course.
What country are you from?
Yeah. I mean, that's all Victorian holdover.
But that kind of stuff I'd give a pass with
Power Rangers?
Kid shows.
Oh, okay. Just in general.
Yeah. I mean, anything like old comics, too. Like, you went to the Old West, whatever. That's fun.
Yeah.
The midriff thing is a little far.
Yeah, and short's that short.
Like, I always kind of give vernacular, or just language, okay, so we went back to Rome and everyone's speaking English. Fine, whatever.
Yeah, or the Dark Ages or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that in something that's not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah, and because you got to tell a story, and that can get real bogged down, and if it's heightened enough and we're not, like you said, taking ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
But someone should
I feel like the midriff thing does stand out.
It does. I mean, people should be making comments about that. What are you wearing?
I feel like I could explain it from a historical perspective, but it's just I feel like I would just be killing my own brain cells if I did.
She could just say that she had a dress and it got ripped. It looks enough like a dress up top.
Yeah, but you'd also have to explain the shorts.
It's not shorts, it's a skirt.
Okay, but that it's as short as it is?
It's European.
Maybe it's a skort.
Yeah, she should say she's from Europe, and that's what her accent is.
Yeah.
Also. Oh, that is a skirt. You're right.
I'm from Tahiti.
Oh, here he is. Where's this lazy butt been just sitting the whole time?
I mean, this is what he always does.
I forgot all about him.
See, it's just a rule of his profession. He has to write in on his white horse. Did you see
her eyes? That was the eyes of, thank God he's here to save us.
It would have been funny if she
now we can all stand back and
again.
not deal with anything.
Yeah, she really should have briefed the other Rangers. She's like, don't worry, you don't have to do too much because he's going to swoop in.
Right when we're about to lose.
If he was wearing green, we'd be in trouble, but he's wearing white. So.
Is this cheating?
It's what cheating.
If they get together, is that cheating? With an identical ancestor?
I love that that's just a term we're using now. What do you guys think
about people went back in time and you're identical ancestor?
Now, every time I see Goldar making that expression sitting next to that cactus, I just wanted to freeze frame on them. Time!
So what is our headcanon reason for why Kimberly's not here yet in Angel Grove?
Yahoo! Like I said, I think we see her at the very end of the episode.
I wish Goldar was doing an accent. That would be funny.
But he's not from the past.
Yeah, but if he's trying to blend in,
just
a joke
that.
There's a joke.
No, just that is funny. Like if he went into the juice saloon.
Yeah.
I know I look weird, but give me a juice.
At least they know that Tommy can't morph. At least they can remember that far back.
Varmint. So I don't buy that these suits have tassels on them. Like that's funny and all, but like, why is there a Wild West theme with that?
Well, because
if Zordon has been exactly the same, the command
because the suits always reflect the times that they're in. So like if we morphed and it was like medieval times, it'd look a little bit more armory.
They'd have like a.
It was Roman times, it'd look a little bit more gladiatory. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say for that.
Billy's having so much fun with this episode.
Yeah,
with David Yost.
Once again, Eric, I like that explanation. I just wish it was in the episode.
That could be the catchphrase for this.
Really could. It comes up a lot.
So how do you think they would tell which ranger is which in the 1960s? You know, given all the tie-dye.
Soundtrack of this episode's fun.
It could be a little bit more westerny.
There's more of it than maybe you're noticing. Just talking about it.
Should have had some Western, like Ron Wasserman versions.
Oh, that would have been great. Yeah. I mean, you're right. It's not all Western.
Yes.
But it's bluegrass?
Okay.
So it's like, oh, that would be amazing.
So not knowing what Kimberly does, but I'm going to guess that identical ancestor Kimberly is like with identical ancestor Tommy at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's what happens if memory serves. Yeah.
Okay. Stop doing that in everything. It's weird. When you're like, oh yeah, your ancestors were also in love, which means technically you're related.
We need to quit doing that. It's obnoxious.
It's not romantic.
No, it's not. It was like, that's what your destiny is, to fall in love with exactly the same person that all of your other ancestors fell in love with.
Oh, did you see the guns? They're like 6-shooters. They've got the cylinders.
I forgot about that. That's cool.
That's cool.
And each one I think was fairly unique.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's amazing they put that much detail into that, honestly.
Is that usually how we demorph?
Is that a thing we can do?
It is now.
They just 78 Superman demorphed her. Did you see that?
I look like stripper clothes to me, where it's just.
See, back in those days, we called them working girls.
So once again, Zed is in the present looking at the past.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
He's looking through the time tunnel. Yes. Of course. That's never worked before. Why didn't I think of that?
Zed is so mean to Goldar. He just said, Goldar, you fool. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and then he does that, oh, I'm so glad I came up with it.
He doesn't want him to get too big for his britches.
Oh, you knocked the cactus into the present. So, Eric, I don't think you were here when Rocky... Were you here when Rocky, like, got to say it's Morphin time?
No.
When we talked about that whole thing? It seems like we're pretty sure that's the first time that's happened, and he's the Red Ranger.
Oh, that was the election episode.
Yeah.
Because,
Ooh,
Tommy
that's cool lighting.
with Kimberly.
Thomas wants to know if that's how Zordon knows everything, because he can look through time. So he should use it to his advantage more often.
He exists out of time, according to the Boom comics.
Okay, but not according to this, because we have an 1800s Zordon.
It's the same.
It's a weird episode of Telemundo.
Do it, go. I'm standing in the middle, so I get to say it.
Also, I'm more charismatic.
And I think taller.
No one calls Adam uncharismatic.
No, I only like pachinko.
Whoa, that's a new power.
Do you think Zordon updates everyone just for Rocky's benefit? Like everyone else knows what's going on, but like Rocky, but he doesn't want to like be mean to him, so he's just like, just so you know, there's a situation going on, Rangers.
Poor Rocky.
Hey, attention, like, Rocky, over here.
I gotta explain it to Rocky. He's the idiot that keeps looking at the menu at the restaurant that he's at every day. And I want to reiterate, he's the only one who had a menu. Boiling buttercup.
Those are the best kind of buttercups.
Why don't you build me up?
Where was he? Like in the restroom or something? Why did he just come out like not knowing what was going on?
Well, he knew he'd won. Like he was doing other stuff.
I like DJ's explanation.
Don't miss anything.
Even if he was in the restroom, what is stopping him from using his like visor thing to see what's going on?
That's fine. We'll just replace her with somebody else, just like we did our friends Jason and Trini and Zach.
And Zach, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm sure she can't cause any trouble in the past.
She got a hat,
and I got a hat with pink.
I mean, if you go back to the Wild West, you got to get at least one hat.
Yeah, you got to bring a souvenir,
even if it looks like the hat that I had when I was 5. It's just missing the plastic star.
Thanks for capturing those rascals, White Stranger. Ernie's the only person not even trying an accent.
I missed the...
Maybe he did earlier, but he didn't sound like it.
Black and White Stripes. Can we bring those back?
Black and White Stripes?
Yeah, on criminals.
Yeah, that's an incentive. That's really an incentive not to get put in prison because it makes you look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Here's some Western music.
Yeah.
Oh,
he came up with like 3 chords, and he's just gonna repeat those. It's not gonna go up. It's not gonna go down. It's just gonna stay right there.
I like that they straight up called it a juice saloon, and they're not pretending like maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's not. That whole thing's really funny to me.
Can we please follow up with these Rangers and how they're like that taste of power has ruined their lives because they can't go back to their boring lives now?
That's really funny.
No, this is creepy. It's not romantic.
Well, I don't think he recognized.
I guess he just nods at her.
Yeah, he didn't really recognize her.
They don't really get together.
So I've actually been watching the movie Tombstone a lot recently, and that's the movie Tombstone a lot recently, and the Kimberly wave is kind of, I don't think it is, but it could be a callback to it. There's this girl in the movie that's kind of like in a carrot, does a similar wave. Probably not. Probably giving them too much credit.
I think this would predate Tombstone, so Tombstone might be referencing Power Ranger.
That's it.
That would be 90. Well, Tombstone came out in 93. This is 95, I think.
Tombstone was 93? I thought Tombstone was 96.
Wow. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would be recent enough. That could be a callback.
Never mind that. I thought Tombstone was a much later film.
I've never seen that.
It's great.
I should watch it. Okay, guys, we got one more for today. It's episode 52 of season 2 on our episode 52. That's amazing, DJ.
I plan.
Sorry, what, Jeffrey?
I still have my Megazord story in the reserves.
Okay,
hear it at some point.
You could do that during the intro because we always need material during the intro.
Okay.
That is
all
true.
Right, here we go. Blue Ranger Gone Bad, episode 52 of season 2. If you're watching live, click in the rabbit room if you haven't done that yet, and you can see what we're seeing. Let's get started. Everybody, please press play right now.
This may be one of the last times we see this intro, though. This visual intro.
Oh, that's true.
We keep it for
Probably.
the three-parter, I think.
That's what we usually do between seasons too. Yeah.
So, I was apparently really into Power Rangers. I have no memory of it, but when my sister was born in 2000, for whatever reason, my parents thought he's not going to like her. We should have this really weird thing where we say his sister got him a gift right out of the womb, and the thing they had her give me was this Megazord called. I always thought it was a train set, but I just before the show was looking it up. It's something called the Lightspeed Rescue Megazord, which apparently you can get it for like $100 on eBay right now.
Is it the original Lightspeed Rescue Megazord, or is it the train one?
I believe. What was the original like? Because I'm pretty sure they were trains.
Okay.
So 2000.
The train one's awesome. I mean, the original one's too. The Lightspeed Rescue Megazord's one of my favorites.
It's really good.
If only because its arms pull the torso up onto the legs, and it's awesome. But the train one's a great design. I really like the train one too.
Eric, this is a Judd Lynn script.
Ooh.
And we've had several of those, but it's kind of fun that he wrote the. And here's another John Wheel episode. We just had a $5 super chat. I've never seen anything like this. Ryan McKinsey, $5 super chat, just to say, you guys are super awkward.
Oh, thanks, man.
That is true.
You too.
We appreciate
Same to you.
super chat. It's also late at night and we're watching Power Rangers we haven't seen in a long time.
I wish I could get paid $5 to get insulted.
Is Billy gonna date that girl?
And who built this? Oh, Billy built this. You got to put it on the list.
Oh, is this a crazy invention that's going to be completely forgotten immediately after and have
Probably
no effect?
so, but that is definitely a futuristic invention. I think you have to write that down.
That's really well done.
What, that monster? Or I mean that.
Yeah.
I say that monster because I'm assuming that will turn into a monster.
Yeah, like that was a well sculpted
Sculpture.
And they were the teacher just reacted because it's like creatures.
This
like,
is really
weird. I
weird.
don't know what it is.
This is really weird, and Billy's reacting exactly how I would react if a girl just made like a sculpture of me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Bulk has a giant bee on his jacket.
For Bulk.
There's a Letterman jacket that he custom made.
I know what it stands for.
No, it stands for bullying.
Oh.
Bullying awareness, because he is.
Sorry.
No, I love where that was going. Billy, why do you never stay with the nerdy chicks that you get with? This is like the third or fourth of these.
Billy likes to play the field.
Is that what he's doing?
He's a player.
Yeah.
But why do we never see them again?
Because he likes to play the field.
Oh.
He just keeps getting with girls. Sorry.
You. I'm too awkward.
He just keeps getting with girls, and it's just not what he's looking for. He wants like a more like Ripley forehead, and he wants like weird hanging bits around the eyes. That's what he's really looking for. He just doesn't know it yet.
Hey, do any of you guys know the answer to how much YouTube takes from super chats? I actually don't know the answer to that.
No.
Ryan, who was nice enough to give us a super chat to make fun of us, asked that question. He wants to make sure that even though we are awkward, we're getting all of the money that he donated. I don't know the answer to that, but I think it's. I mean, we certainly get the majority of it.
As long as all of us say nothing offensive or provocative, you might be able to keep most of the money.
I said stripper suits earlier. Do you think that'll get us in trouble?
Probably not for the super chat. We might just get the video demonetized.
No, Billy, you don't want to ask a girl out that's so obsessed with you she built a sculpture for you.
Yeah, no, that's creepy.
That's not.
What is this, a Lionel Richie video?
Not going to work out.
I like that one.
That one looked a little Guinea Forsey.
McCaffrey says Billy is secretly Dexter Morgan. Well, that's a horrifying thought. I don't think he'd be allowed to be a Power Ranger if he secretly was a serial killer. I think Zordon would know about that.
Well, he's in high school. That happens later.
Oh.
Kimberly's wearing like a different version of the same outfit.
Oh, yeah, now Billy's in the Dark Dimension.
Oh, man.
Has he been here before?
I think there was one episode where they were all there to get Jason out.
Okay, but I was trying to remember if there was an episode before this where he was here by himself.
I feel like there was an episode before this where someone was that wasn't Jason or Tom.
Yes. Then I can't remember who it was. Was it Zach? Maybe, I forget. So before that beam hit him, I really thought that was just a surveillance camera. Mr. Statue?
He plays evil well.
DJ Evil Ranger. What you should have written down by the episode title, but sorry.
We do, or he plays evil well. He should have done that more. We should have used that more. Because he plays evil subtler. Look at his face. Like it's really good acting in the face.
Well, this is his third time playing evil. Actually, he was in an episode with Kimberly where they were bad.
Yeah, I was here for that one. That
one's the bad Rangers where they were all 5 had bad versions. So he's probably the one who's done it the most. I mean, if you don't,
I also feel like his acting has improved over the series.
Well, you can't trust the quiet ones.
Maybe he is going to become a serial killer.
Don't worry about me, okay?
So overused, by the way. I heard that phrase a million times growing up.
What's that?
You can't trust the quiet ones.
Or maybe
George Collins got a bit about that.
Maybe he would have become a serial killer if he hadn't moved to Aquitar and found true love. Or maybe he's Aquitar's first serial killer.
Yeah, we don't know what happens there. We need the further adventures of Billy and Aquitar.
We check in with him once.
Oh yeah, where they just reused the footage. Oh no, it's old. Is it old him?
It's old him. Yeah.
Old him. That's good. Great grammar, good kids.
And I'm pretty sure we do use old footage of him at the end of it, yeah, where we don't actually use Billy.
But also,
Yost.
Even if it's overused, it is still historically true. Serial killers are often, it's not just like quiet people, it's like keeps to themselves people.
Yeah. Man, she's digging him lifting weights. Did you just see her face?
Yeah, no, that was creepy.
Honestly, I think we should be worried that she's the Dexter Morgan guy. It's like,
exactly.
He's gonna go like Jeffrey Dahmer on him and be like,
I want to wear your skin as a mask. I mean, you look really good working out.
I mean, I made you this cool new mask.
Eric, she's got Crypto Freak written all over her.
She does, yeah.
She reminds me of the Bee Girl.
Who did Amy Adams? Wasn't she like the one who got like she got really skinny?
She's the fat one, yeah.
Trying to think of a way to say that without saying the fat one, but
well, we just said it. Whatever. Yeah, with the kryptonite diet shake.
Yeah.
I mean, she was wearing a fat suit. I don't know what else you.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, it's okay to say fat suit, but I can't call a fictional character fat when that was what the episode was about. Like,
I don't know. You never know these days.
That's true. Oh, we got demonetized.
I want to apologize to everyone watching this wearing a fat suit right now. I'm sorry. I want to apologize for the lack of political correctness on our Power Rangers commentaries.
Well, Zed started.
It's 90 sensibilities.
That's a scary rule, right? Like, if it was okay in the 90s, it counts.
We're putting ourselves back in the time of the airing.
Cinematographic says he would be the Aquitar butcher DJ. I'm thinking like the Ethiopian butcher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kickflip out of here at the end of the commentary just to keep with the 90s theme.
We need somebody delivering pizzas.
To me, my board.
We're actually waiting for a real board. I was surprised by just how long you really committed to that bit. I thought at some point you might be like, okay, where is it?
Did anybody have that like big?
My board. Sorry.
Did anybody have that big 14-inch 90s Silver Surfer figure that had a button on his chest that spoke?
No.
Did you say to me, my board?
He did. He said to me, my board, and then he said, "Galactus, there will be a reckoning." He said something about a girl. I can't remember her name. And then one of the sound effects was just.
Oh, it's the girl from his plan. I can't remember what her name is either. I know you're talking about. It starts with a J.
Yeah, Thomas. We know the B girl and the girl with the kryptonite diet shake weren't the same person.
I didn't have the big one, but I had.
They're having way too much fun with the putty.
But I had like a regular action figure, but it wasn't like completely smooth like Silver Surfer. Like the edges were like jaggedy, and I could never exactly figure out what was happening in that. And like his head was like spiky on the back.
Was it Silver Surfer or Iceman?
No, it was definitely Silver Surfer. And like there was tips of red on him, so I always thought it was supposed to be like him going into the sun or something. Because he came with the board, so I know it was him. Also, because I was a poor kid, I would draw characters and then cut them out and play with them like action figures, and I drew Silver Surfer.
Which one had more articulation?
I mean, the real action figure. Although his hand was stuck like this.
But no, those big figures.
Well, my hands were like this.
I had all three of them. Can you guess what they were in the 90s? They were Silver Surfer.
Are you talking about the Venom and the Spider-Man?
The Venom was one of them, and the third one was Wolverine.
I remember wanting that Venom.
Big old figures, and they had these voice buttons on their chest.
Hey, Jeffrey, did you notice how Aisha just did this but wasn't actually touching the putties and they still flipped over?
I want to say yes, but also no.
The stick with a solid maybe.
Nice talking to you, Jeffrey.
I've been paying way too much attention to the show and not to the conversation, so I kind of went to, I should probably get back to listening to you guys. And the second I did that happened.
Oh, well, that was the whole reason that I said that, because I figured you and I were the only people paying attention to what was actually happening on the screen.
I watched an amazing Jackie Chan fight earlier today before I came home, and that was a mistake.
Like on a screen, or did he just show up at the store and fighting people?
On the screen. Oh my God, Jackie Chan showed up at the store. I don't know what I'd do. I'd ask him, can he put Jackie Chan Adventures on DVD, because I really want to watch it.
Would you have a Kimberly reaction?
I wouldn't faint.
Would you?
I wouldn't faint.
Has anybody heard his Taiwanese version of "Make a Man Out of You" from?
Yes, it's amazing. It is my preferred version of that song.
That is one of my favorite Zed poses. He doesn't do it enough. When he just gets bored and he does this. If I had a Zed costume, I would do that pose all the time.
Sorry. I'm going to talk about the episode now.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. I don't get to talk to Eric much, so whenever
I like them fighting over the
talk about the weird.
No, I just thought maybe you said that because you had a specific thing to then say.
No, just Jackie Chan's a good singer, and it's awesome.
Okay. That's weird.
I hope he's in live action Mulan.
Somebody
And I want him to sing the song to himself.
I don't know whose it was. Somebody yelled, "My art project!"
That was probably the Nerdy Girl, right? Or were they? Or were we?
No, it was with the Rangers. One of their art projects is the monster, apparently.
So Tommy's hair is now kind of Fabio-y.
It changes a lot.
It just keeps growing, and he has to.
Like it starts as kind of a mullet, and then it becomes the bad kid from the Buttercream Gang, and now it's Fabio-y.
Well, it was a ponytail for a good bit.
I can't believe he's not the Green Ranger.
I understood that reference.
I actually forgot that about Fabio.
That was a rookie mistake. I've climbed a lot of trees, and you don't do that.
What, climb out or jump out?
He just fell. He just fell right on his back.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's I guess the biggest mistake you can make.
Whoa!
How did it morph both of them
simultaneously? Wait, how does that work?
He was touching him. They were both touching. They were touching.
Well, if that's the case, they could double their army.
How does that work?
Well, the power starts at Billy and then through Evil Billy.
That's like transporting in Star Trek when somebody's transporting and then somebody grabs them and they transport too. It doesn't really make any sense.
Well, it's like Time Lord DNA when the Doctor's struck by lightning and it goes into the Dalek and it's like a Dalek Time Lord thing. It's like that.
That makes more sense.
No, it doesn't.
I think it makes more sense.
So I might be crazy, but is there an episode where everyone becomes the Green Ranger? Everyone becomes a Blue Ranger?
Yes, it's in space.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I didn't know that. We do that stuff in the
That's
comics
like the only episode I actually remember watching.
It's a great
as a
episode
kid.
during the Psycho Ranger saga. I can't wait to get there.
We'll get there. Yeah. I've never seen that.
Psycho Rangers are great.
I've only seen a tiny bit of the Psycho Ranger stuff.
Oh, it's good. I had the VHS back when they actually put multiple episodes on a VHS, not like
they put the whole arc.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool.
Although it might have been trimmed a little bit, I feel like it was cut into a movie, like the Gargoyles pilot. But I could be wrong.
I think it was alright.
That mirror that Billy was carrying around reminds me of the power coins in the 2017 movie. It's like later, that's what coins, we'll call it a coin, and that's what they'll look like.
You know, I really wish in season 3 they would do this, and they get struck by lightning again and become the ninja swords.
Oh, that would have been amazing. And then they have to say the whole sequence.
Yeah, every time. Well, I mean, episode 52 of season 2, I've seen it a couple of times now. Never before is a stretch.
Lion Mastodon! Frog?
Yeah, those Zords don't have good good rhythm to them. It would be like Tyrannosaurus, Red Dragon, Ape.
It sounds bad in the calls, too. Like, Ape Zord! Or do they just say Red Ranger power? That's what they do, right?
Yeah, their head gets really big. Like in Aquaman.
Like in Aquaman? What are you talking about?
I'm going to need a bigger helmet.
Oh. You're not talking about actually Aquaman. You're talking about, yeah.
No, his head
that is the best explanation for why that helmet has to be bigger with Black Manta. I love Black Manta so much.
So over the top.
Fun fact.
It was amazing.
I still have not seen that movie.
It's really good.
Jeffrey, go into it with the mindset of watching this.
And you'll be blown away.
Yeah, you'll just lose your mind.
Did you know going into... we can talk about that later, I guess.
I was only saying that because I didn't want to ruin your any potential discussion on it.
Neither of us knew Dolph Lundgren was in it, and I turned the cap about 10 minutes of that movie. I was like, is that Dolph Lundgren?
Why is Dolph Lundgren? And then you remember what you said right after that? You said, he's having quite the season. Because there were 2 Dolph Lundgren movies playing at the same time. And he has a significant part in both of them. And they're major releases that are both doing excellently at the box office.
And he's good in both of them. He's better in Creed 2, but he's not bad in Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman doesn't have the performance of his career.
But it might have the second best performance of his career.
That's absolutely possible.
If you
what he does in Creed 2 is just shy of Oscar worthy. It's really good. I'll go that far.
I assume that's what you were going to ask us if we knew.
I think his performance is brilliant. Yeah.
That's not actually what you said. I just assumed.
Is that not what you were going to say?
He's frozen.
We had a lot of fun answering the question you didn't ask.
Good. I'm glad I could instigate that.
What were you going to ask?
I was going to ask if... I haven't watched the trailers or anything. I was going to ask if you could tell that it was bonkers from the trailers at all. Or did it just look like a serious DC movie from the trailers?
No, you could kind of tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could tell at the very least that they weren't scared of the comic book stuff.
And you could tell, I think in the second trailer, that they were going to go have like a huge scale battle under the ocean.
That's awesome. Because I had no idea. And as soon as like the people riding the seahorses and the sharks came out, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome.
I also reacted to the sharks. I was like, armored sharks!
That's amazing. The painting of all of the Ranger kids was horrifying.
Did you see it?
Ah!
Look at Billy is reacting. His acting is great in this. He's like,
that's really good.
Yeah.
I would pay real money for that prop.
Oh my goodness.
That's a horrifying face. It looks like she took his face off and is wearing it, and then made a statue of what that would look like.
And also, why is it like a gold color?
What? Why did Tommy do that with his fist? Kimberly looked at the statue and Tommy's like,
yeah. Creepy statues for the win.
He's excited for Billy and his.
Was that was weird.
If she's crazy enough to do that, imagine the other thing she's crazy enough.
So, folks, we are finished with season 2. Yes,
there it is.
We knocked it out, DJ.
We did it. Thanks, guys, for pushing us over the finish line.
So next time we're going to do the movie, probably. We have a couple of other commentaries to do on other peripheral Mighty Morphin things that happened before 3. We may be doing one of the Green Ranger katas, or sorry, one of the Tommy katas and some other things.
Are there more than one?
There's a green one and a white one.
Okay, because the one you have says volume 1, and I thought, I was like, there's no way there's a volume 2. This is the one I got as a kid.
Yeah, I've never seen
the
white one. One of them is indoors, and one of them is right in front of Vasquez Rock.
Okay, the one that I had was indoors.
Yeah, that was the one. That's the one
I think is the Green Ranger one. I was really disappointed. I don't know what I thought it was, but I bought it and I watched it, and it wasn't Power Rangers. It was like a workout video, and I wasted that.
Did you watch it, or did you actually do it? Because I did it.
I think I tried.
Did you? No, I actually did it.
Oh, we've done it at this point. You guys remember?
No.
Well, now that means we have to.
Oh, we've done it at this. I see.
Yeah.
We did that at the end of season 1.
We've already done it. Mm-hmm. Well, now he's committed me for real. Anyway.
This time it's for real.
Eric, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And also, Jeffrey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And come back, man.
Anytime.
I hope you will. We really enjoyed it. I'm
pretty sure I did just fully scramble my brains, and they will not recover. But since they're already just done for,
but you know what? Those scrambling,
it can't get worse.
Yeah, like if you have to scramble your brains, do it with friends.
Yeah, and I have an interesting story with the replacement Pink Ranger in season 3.
Oh, cool.
She's my mom.
It's even funnier than that.
I've met his mom. I don't think that's true, but I guess it's possible.
My dad does inadvertently know her.
Because I've met her too. That's not possible. I know what she looks like. Anyway, well, folks, thanks a lot for watching. Sure appreciate it. Thanks for watching live. Thanks for watching after the fact if you're doing that. And in the meantime, I was Captain Logan. This was Eric.
I was Eric.
And DJ.
Me.
Special guest, Jeffrey Patron.
I'll continue to be that guy.
Bye, everybody.